didn't know how to live, you probably died.
You did. Most likely, if you didn't die, no, it was tough. It was slim to none if you didn't.
The lesson of stupidity is pain, and ignorance leads to death. But arrogance, this is another new thing. This idea that for some strange reason, people smaller than you don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Or the opinions of an elderly person, they're so old-fashioned, they have no idea. And I'm sitting there going, if that person has lived this long on this earth,
they have an idea.
You haven't lived half as long, you are in no position to judge anything.
Mm-hmm. So I know you practice you practice external and internal.
Yes, sir.
And one thing I've known that it got missed in the West a lot is the internal. And I love the internal arts. I love teaching the internal arts, and I teach it. I always say I teach real slow. So what is some of the things that gets missed in the internal arts that kind of gets diluted or misinterpreted?
Let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Because it's sometimes a false dichotomy to say there's an internal and an external in one being.
Yeah.
There's one being. Now there's the soft, that approach, and the hard. It's easy to learn the hard, but it's almost impossible for someone that's steeped in the hard for years to master the even concept of the soft.
Yeah.
So my teacher that really showed me was Master Sung-Hwa Jo. Now, he was a friend of Chen Manching's from China, and he taught at Rutgers University. And he came down and he stayed in Miami, and I stayed with him every day for about 3 weeks. And I saw things. He didn't do things fast. And I realized most humans in the United States
do things.
They're on a constant race with one foot in hell and the other one on a banana peel.
Mm-hmm.
They do not take the time to really understand themselves. They're in a constant competition with life, and life always wins.
Especially,
he taught me about how the human body's energy is very rarely directed. Balance and breathing were the key to that.
Mm-hmm.
And versus everybody that I ever met that practiced the karate. I mean, I can break up a board and I can bust up an ice cube. And when I asked them, how many times has an iceberg ever attacked you while you were walking down the street? It's like, oh, you're making fun of me? I don't have to make fun of you. Life will make fun of you. But you better understand, most of these hard people, there's a point where they did more burning than learning. Most of them in their 40s have gotten arthritis, crippled, broken up knees. I mean, they can't even walk. And I go, the idea of the martial arts is to preserve your life and health.
Thank you. That's one of my first principles I tell my kids. We shall always preserve life. All life, your life, that life, all life. So yeah.
I'm going, life is a precious gift.
Yes.
It's a two-edged sword. You talk about, oh, I can kill with one finger. Well, that's half of power.
Mm.
Can you give life as well as take it?
Mm.
And a person doesn't need karate to take life.
Mm-mm.
There's all kinds of tools of devilishment that you can do anything with. And if you notice, these people today are doing it.
They are.
When you have a man with a rifle shoot up a concert, then you realize, I'm going, A gun is no protection. How many people out there had guns, and when it got down to it, a bullet couldn't stop a bullet. So,
Right.
if you don't have the hate in your heart for your fellow man, you won't even conceive of doing something so crazy. If you aren't so frustrated with your own life that you want to go out and think you're a better person by taking somebody else's, you will come to no good end. The Tao says, he who collects weapons delights in the slaughter of men. And that's all these people do. They delight in it. If they can't do it really, they think about it constantly. There's always somebody after them. Paranoia reigns supreme now.
Yeah. And that's part of the eternal arts. I know we a lot don't get taught. And it is so part of what we can give our community and the world to bring them together wholly that I don't want to cheapen it, but I know it can save us.
Well, sir, all I can say is I do what I can. If y'all do just a little bit of what we can to help someone, I mean, without reservation, I don't worry about making money off these people. See, once you go into commercial martial arts, you're not supporting the art, you're supporting the building, the rent, the insurance. Yeah, it's an industry. And what do you sell them? Well, I got an hour with this class, so I'm going to give them this is how we punch. This is how we do that. And I sit there going, I got news for you. When the battle comes, you won't get a chance to sit there and practice that. If you're not aware, sometimes best thing you can do is run like hell. You have nothing to gain by indiscriminate battling in the streets. But if that's what your heart tells you have to do, I just call it impetuous courage. And I guarantee you, you won't do it long.
Now, you have an exercise regimen that has kept you absolutely in beautiful shape for a long time.
Well, here's another thing that Sung Hwa Jo told me. And I think everybody knows this, but they don't use it. The human body replaces every cell in it every 7 years. So these are every 7 years, you have completely replaced your cellular structure. Now you can replace this cellular structure with a stronger cell, or you can eat all this strange foods and contaminants and even acoustic pollution like loud noises and nightlife that cause stress. And within every 7 years, you're going to get weirder and weirder. But the thing I've also understood is people have got to relax into power. Now, I get up at 3 o'clock every morning and do my sitting meditation. Then I might take a walk for 3 miles just to kind of get the chi flowing. Then I do the Yang style Tai Chi. Then I'm ready for work. And on my job, I might do 10 hours of climbing upstairs, going up and down. It's a concrete condominium of 7 4-story buildings. It's got concrete steel reinforced walls.
Okay.
One of Master Joe's things was pushing against walls, almost in isometrics.
Right.
Take the Yang form and, grass sparrow's tail up against concrete. And you'll get somewhere. Constant repetition is the key to anything. And knowing when to stop. Because a lot of these people I see, they go into things so wholeheartedly. I guess they think the more they do, the faster they'll get there. All I can say is the faster you're going to hurt yourself or accomplish very little. And damn, be good to yourself, keep your sense of humor, and for God's sake, do not let these people trouble you. Because if you do, from the internal standpoint, you're gonna beat yourself up from the inside out.
It's very destructive.
It is.
I was
It
writing.
doesn't accomplish anything.
I was people ask me, they say, well, where do you get some of your ideas from? I said, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I just think I'm trying to get you back to what you call the holistic sciences that's been given to us from the stars, and the emotional connection that we have within our bodies, with our environments, with our stars, with each other, has a complete wholeness to it. And if we can understand that, we will laugh, we will cry, we will have joy, but we won't have depression. You can have sadness, but you won't have depression. You can have things that what you call go up and down, and that's fine. But this depression and the drugs and the opiates and all these chemicals, and they're doing it on purpose, I believe, and they're killing us. And we can stop it if we learn how to do it.
Well, Master Dyer, I couldn't agree with you more. And the weird thing about Miami, this is the gateway of drugs, strange behavior. This is the place where we had that guy that tried out the flakka and ate the face off a homeless